I will make sure that nobody will ever miss being in two places at the same time. I am on a life mission to make sure that nobody will ever miss being at two places at the same time. I miss being at two places at the same time and I hate just being in one place at the same time. So I will make sure that others will never miss being in two places at the same time. I do my best, and when I save someone who will no longer have to miss being in two places at the same time, I feel good about myself that I have saved a life. This is my life mission and I do it with full intention. I also have a friend who was born with another head at back of his own head. Apparently the other head says horrible stuff to him and he wants to get rid of it. To everyone else the other face seems so quiet and dumb. Whenever my friend tries to get the other face surgically removed, the other face takes control of his body and doesn't let him do it. I then had an idea of how to get rid of that other face. I didn't tell my friend though, but now I had two responsibilities. If I told my friend of how I will help him get rid of the other face won't let it happen. So my two responsibilities were now to stop making people miss being in two places at the same time, and to get rid of my friend other face at the back of his head. My first responsibility, I followed a couple on a date who were also engaged, and they went to a restaurant. I sat close to them and heard how they wanted children. When I followed them walking out of the restaurant, they were taking a romantic walk alone. I then ambushed them and shot them. Now they will never reproduce and make a child that will one day most likely regret being born. He will miss being a sperm in his father's body and an egg in his mother's body. Thus this is what I mean by being in two places at once, as we were all once in our father's body as sperm and mother's body as an egg. For my second responsibility I bought a cursed mirror, but I didn't tell my friend. I told him that his second face should look at it first, and when his second looked at the cursed mirror, he screamed. It was the first time I had heard his second face make any sound. I covered the cursed mirror and my friend now only had one face.